Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with a Wednesday morning video. Really today I just want to talk about the Fed meeting that's up today. The Fed does speak at 2:30 Eastern time about just basically the rate hikes, the minutes come out and stuff like that. So we're going to see a bunch of information today throughout the day. It's obviously a big day because the Fed last month basically said they're going to do a half-point rate hike in June and they're going to do a half-point rate hike in July. There's no Fed meeting in August. It's middle of September by the next one. CPI does come out in September before that meeting. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I'm a long-term investor. I believe that's the best way to gain wealth. However, I do follow what the Fed does because they really do heavily influence the market if you didn't know that. So it's kind of a big day today just because we'll see where their minds are at. CPI from last Friday came in higher than expectations. It came in at 8.6%. Headline CPI core came in high. Analysts had it wrong. So it kind of deflates the past 2 months of it, possibly hitting a peak and seeing it go down and down would have kind of put the nail in the coffin like, hey, maybe we're past the worst parts of inflation. It coming in at 8.6 made it an all-time high. It basically went up versus down and you're kind of like almost hitting the reset button now. So there are rumors because it was so high Friday that we might hear Jerome Powell say a 0.5 or 0.75% rate hike versus what he said last meeting. We're doing two 0.50s. My thoughts on this, I really hope, there's goods and bads to both situations in my opinion. I'm leaning more towards I hope he does a 0.75. Reason being is it will make the Fed act like they're serious and they're determined on getting inflation down. They're going to move at a quicker pace because they kind of went off course. Even analysts thought it was going to come in at 8.2, 8.3 last Friday, and it didn't. It came in at 8.6. So I think the market, in a weird way, will take the higher rate hike more positively than this. So if they come in at what they said, 0.50, they might say, oh, well, they're just sticking their course. They're not taking it seriously. Can we believe them? And stuff like that. So I actually hope they do 0.75. And I hope in the conference call this afternoon, I hope Jerome Powell basically leaves it very open-ended on what he's going to do next month in September. Maybe he learned not to project 2 months out to drive down uncertainty. I really think he needs to be very transparent. I think he needs to be very open and adjust based on what the CPI comes in next month at. So I do think the economy is slowing down. You see a lot of pain. Savings are leaving. Crypto got completely destroyed over the weekend. It lost like 25%, Bitcoin and Ethereum. MicroStrategy is almost getting margin called if it falls under like 1,000, Bitcoin falls under 1,000 points. The 10-year treasury is well above 3%. That means fixed 30s are in the 6s right now. So you can tell there's a lot of pain coming and you feel it kind of starting. Things are slowing down. So obviously these rate hikes don't affect it immediately. It does take a couple months to actually come into effect. So with that said, I think really just the fear of a recession, the fear of, rates hiking, I think it's just kind of scaring people, which is kind of what the Fed wants. So I would be more for this just because I think people will take it more positive. So 0.75%, it's about 90% baked in or plus that we're going to have at 90%, 0.75. So technically, you could almost argue if it does come and they stick the course, it's not expected right now. So less hike could be bullish, but could also be negative depending on how people are thinking. So I think the market already priced this in. There was a big sell-off Friday when that report came out Monday, and then today was kind of flat, obviously, because we want to see what they're going to do tomorrow, or today, excuse me. Am I going to buy heavy? So the market, the QQQ and SPY, which tracks S&P 500, they are basically at 52-week lows right now. If the market pulls down a significant amount from the news today, I probably will buy my favorite stocks. If it stays flat or rallies, I probably will not because I don't trust the next coming months. So I'm not going to FOMO in and think, oh, this is the bottom. It's going to rally because people are going to take profits, and there's been a lot of false rallies the past couple of months. So if I do buy, I will make a video tomorrow what I bought, what percentage of my position. So that's kind of where I'm at today with if I'm going to buy or not. It's not a no, it's not a yes. I just need to see what the market does. U-turn. So the market's really going to U-turn when the Fed U-turns. I can't see the Fed U-turning until inflation gets under control. That's their number one priority, and I don't think they're going to stop until it gets under control, which will probably be 4 to 4.5% inflation. That will be probably the U-turning point if the market's really struggling. We're going into a recession, unemployment starts raising up, GDP slowing down. So that's what I think they'll U-turn. And honestly, I couldn't see that really happening to the very end of 2020 or early 2023. So I'm not really rushing into buying. However, I'm not looking to exit my positions. I mean, obviously I'm down, a lot this year as a whole, but as a long-term investor, you're just getting discounts on your favorite stocks. So I'm not rushing in to, anticipate a U-turn or something like that. So cash. So I do have about 8% cash right now. So, that's good. I feel fine with that amount right now based on where I'm at with the market. If the market really pulls down a lot, I'll probably go to 5. If it rallies up, I'll keep collecting cash and keep going up and up and up from there. Hopefully, if the market does a little rally after this or, finishes the week green and then goes the next week green, I'll probably just keep stacking cash until we get a massive pullback or something like that. Most of my positions are already fully built out, the ones I like. So I'm really not, it's kind of a winning position if you think about it, because if you keep building your positions out and you don't sell obviously in turmoil, chances are you're probably going to make out in long term. And on top of that, you don't really feel like you got to rush back in because they're already built out. What happened yesterday? The Dow finished down 0.49%. S&P finished down 0.37%. The NASDAQ did finish up right at the end of the day, 0.17%. So this one did finish green. My portfolio did finish green also, 0.17, same as the NASDAQ. So I take that as a win. I mean, that's pretty good in yesterday's market. So we'll see what today brings. And I'll make a video tomorrow if I buy anything or what my thoughts are of the Fed meeting and what they chose to do. So it should be very interesting. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on that or see what I bought, obviously make sure you subscribe, like below. I'm trying to get to 900 subs by the end of July, and then I want to get to 1,000 before the end of August, but we'll see if that happens. So yeah, so if you guys like this video, much appreciated. Subscribe, comment, like below. Till tomorrow, peace.